fenders back on it, get this thing on the road. It's been down for a long time. I need to get it going. I need a truck. I've had 2 trucks, one that burned up, one that got wrecked going to work one day. I need a truck. I got a dump trailer and nothing to pull it with. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is pull this engine. Finish pulling this grill out of this thing so we can get the engine out of it. Here we go. Get you over here so you can see what's going on. I've had to hand make all the grill work, go around the shroud and everything. Had to remodify this grill because after a long time it started rusting out. I didn't want to buy a new one because I didn't want a repop. I wanted something with American steel in it. And I just added some more American steel to it. So I need to get this broke loose so I can get these hoses off of it. I like building stuff with my hands. So it's kept me out of a lot of trouble. Younger than all my friends, but I'm building this thing from past experiences with different things. So I'm going to put it all together, see what I come up with. I've moved these radiator mounts because right here's where the radiator used to go across. There's right here. I moved them from here up to here, another 4 inches forward. So the whole grill section moves up forward. So the whole grill fits right across here where the bumper would have been on the 93. Everything's had to move forward. But I've had to take the cab, move the cab back, because the cab used to sit right in here. This used to sit right in here. So I've had to move this back and set the cab back a little bit. Different cab and everything on it. Then I've had to move the steering because the other steering used to come up this way, but the cab sits off here different, so I had to offset the steering off a little bit for it. But I've got the motor mount off the 460 that was in here to stabilize the motor. But I've got the transmission mount back there. I've had to move the transmission mount forward about 4 inches. I've had to I put another transmission mount in the front. Made my mounts come off the front here because there's not any room to do anything down here. But you can see it's about a 1/2 inch here difference. I've had this thing running and it runs perfect. But when I tear it open, because I'm going to put a new pan gasket on it, new oil seal, it was rebuilt. When I bought it, they rebuilt it. But I want to tear the bottom end open and take a look at it and make sure. But I'm going to O-ring the block, and if I have enough money, I want to put the Banks rods in it and stronger bolts in the bottom end of it. I want to put bigger injectors in it because I do want to put another turbo in here, so I have compound turbos in it. And change this up because I've made this horn and everything for up here. Put a bigger turbo system in up here. I'm going to have to change this turbo out. I bought this turbo for it because the turbo it had on it was junk. It was just all rusted up because it hung way down low, and I tried to take it apart and it was just seized up. It worked, but you couldn't move it. I had to flip the manifold over up here because it hung down low, and it wouldn't work with the cab that I had, the cab that's going on there, because there's the cab that's going on there. I've had to bump the floorboard out right there, but I'm going to redo that because I want it to come out a little bit further down. The exhaust clears it perfectly. I've got the air conditioning mounted up in there right now, but I've got cab work to do on this. I've had to put a new cap on it, build new drip rails on it, replace all the rocker panels on it, a lot of the floorboard, weld up a lot of holes. Whoever had this before used a punched holes through it everywhere, and a lot of it was rotted out up inside the cab. I've cut this out and had to go in there and patch it in the same way on the inside of it because it was all rusted up on the inside of it. A lot of people would have went out and tried to find another cab, but I wanted to keep it original to the truck because I was going to use the original truck frame. Then I got to thinking about putting the Cummins in it, and I wanted a four-wheel drive. So that's what I ended up with. I'm taking 3 trucks, a 93 Ford F-150, 85 F-150, and a 61 GMC, and combining all 3 of them and taking 3 trucks and making one awesome truck out of it. So I've taken parts off of the 85 and put on here. I've integrated the brakes, emergency brake system into it already. So let's go ahead and get ready to pull this engine out. catalog, you buy you one of these units. You're not sitting there jacking that thing up and down all day long. I can set this engine down on its special stand and rotate it around so I can pull the transmission transfer case off. Then I'm going to have to modify my engine stand so I can put it on there so I can rotate it over so I can replace the fan gasket, pull the flywheel off, and replace the oil seal. But yeah, I built this engine stand so I can roll it around out of the way. I'm getting ready to do that right now. Put that on that engine stand. But I've got to rotate this. I'm going after the mileage. I want some mileage out of a diesel. Diesels get good mileage anyway, but I want the horsepower and the mileage, you know. So I'm going to play around too. And if you like it, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, because man, I have got a ton of projects that I want to do.